Hopefully we're going to get in a solid hour and a half to 2 hours of Battletech for you this morning. Happy Veterans Day to all those out there who have served in the uniform. Myself among them, really appreciate all the service of our men and women and other identified individuals, just to be correct, that might not identify as male or female, but do serve in the military. So thank you to all those people who do that. And let's jump into it. All right. So we've got the Gauntlet available, which is a joint patrol operation. And then we have Words Hurt, which is a duo duel. Let's go ahead and do that first. Do the duo duel. These duels are kind of a fun way to get your brain working in the morning. Alright, so I could just go with our Thantanos and our Dragonfire if we want to go for just a heavy firepower option here. Or we could take some artillery. We could take a Grasshopper. You know what, let's not overthink it. Let's just take our best pilots and our best mechs and see what we could do here. I could use some maneuver here, maybe take a lighter mech and jump into the rear arcs of the enemy. But you know what? Let's just go with overwhelming firepower this morning. Or I don't know about overwhelming, but the most firepower that I have. Excuse me, a little frog in my throat this morning. But considering the fact that COVID-19 numbers are going through the roof, a little frog in my throat is no big deal in the big scheme of things, right? So we will power on. Really thinking about reworking our artillery to see if we can get a sniper rifle put onto the Heliopis. So that's something I'm kind of toying along with in the back of my head. I want to appreciate everybody who's joining our stream this morning. If you have any thoughts, comments, opinions, commentary, please feel free to jump into the chat room. Would love to hear from each and every one of you. As much as I enjoy talking to myself, it's much more fun to talk to all of you. So please feel free to say hello.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I know you have lots of options for watching videos, including Battletech this morning. I see Baradul is doing some streaming. Alright, so we got a Wolverine and a Merlin. Alright, so the biggest salvage available here is the Merlin. One thing about these duels, you don't have to worry about ammo consumption. So we'll go ahead and shoot everything here, even though our hit percentage is a little low. Yeah, we've got a couple hits in. Wolverine's getting more hits on us than we're on them.
Know who's dumb for having all the armor?
Oh, he was in a mineral area. That's why. That explains it. All right, let's push out.
Let's make some bad decisions.
Let's actually try to get rid of the Wolverine first because it's the least interesting in the salvage here.
One attitude adjustment.
Again, we're not going to use a lot of finesse here. We're just going to try to use firepower to push through the enemy. Alright, the Merlin is an energy build.
Know who's dumb for having
It's
all
actually a
the
pretty
armor.
solid
I'm on the
mech. I
clock.
wouldn't
What do you
mind
want?
adding a Merlin. But then again, when you're a fan of this game, there isn't really a mech that you wouldn't want to try to add to your roster. So, all right, now we can actually hit the Merlin here.
One attitude.
Hit the Merlin. I mean, that's one of the beauties of BattleTech is I can think of maybe
Salvage anyway.
maybe 10 mechs that I really wouldn't use no matter what. Out of, I think there's like 250, I would say, in this mod right now,
I'm on the
roughly.
clock. What do you want?
So, you know, the fact that there's only a handful that I wouldn't want to have on in my mech bay kind of says something. There are no bad mechs. There's just bad commanders who don't use the mechs correctly.
Let's see if I'm cool enough to
Got this Merlin and Crossfire here. Just trying to get one enemy off the field. That's the biggest thing in these duo duels is you can't think of it as 2 against 2. You're
know
really
who's dumb for having
1
all the
against
armor.
1 and then 2 against 1.
Ah, I can see why people
And that
enjoy
means
this line of
you've
work.
got to concentrate your fire on one target to quickly get the one target off the field so you can focus on the second target. And it doesn't really matter which target you get off the field first. It's just about getting that one target off the field. Because the biggest thing here for these duels is you don't want to take structural damage. Because the salvage for them isn't that great. Because you're only facing 1 or 2 mechs, so you only get so much salvage. Let's go for a precision strike here on one of the legs of the Merlin. Goes the leg of the Merlin. And a lot of its weapons. That's excellent. Down goes the Merlin.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to
Right.
it.
And again, our goal here is to get one mech off the field. Doesn't matter which. So let's go ahead and
Let's see if I'm cool enough.
there we go. Both legs off of the Merlin.
I'm legally obligated to
See, we only get one salvageable part.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy
That
this
is
line of
whack.
work.
Alright, now I don't really care about salvage on this Wolverine because it's really not
Know who's dumb for having all the armor?
a mech that's going to help me in my lance right now. Sure, we could put one together for salvage, so we're going to try to take it apart the best we
Alright,
can,
let's
but
get down to it.
we'll see what happens here. Thank you for the follow. I'll give you guys an update on our follows in between missions. Really appreciate each and every follow, and that's a good opportunity for me to remind you that anytime you follow us on our channel, you're entered into our Funko Pop giveaway.
Clock. What do you
Once a
want?
month, we give away a Funko Pop.
All right, let's get down to
And
it.
the Funko Pop is given away based on how active you are with our channel. So, if you subscribe, you get another entry. If you engage in our chat room on a regular basis, that's another entry. So, all you have to do for a chance to win is to follow us. But your chances are going to go up, as you would expect, by how engaged you are with our
Legally
channel.
obligated to
So,
inform you unpaid per kill.
say hello in the chat room, and you
Mission
might get an
successful.
additional entry into the Funko Pop giveaway. Generally speaking, our Funko Pops tend to be in the Marvel MCU vein. So if you like Marvel stuff, that's another bonus for you. If you just like free stuff, We also are branching out in our collection a little into the Mandalorian. For the longest time, I was trying to keep my collection of Pops pure and keep it in the Marvel vein, but some of the stuff they have coming out for Pops for the Mandalorian are pretty cool. And the Mandalorian, at least for me, has given new hope to the Star Wars universe. All right, so we'll take our Merlin part here and see what else we get. All right, so I got a Wolverine part. Not a lot. But we did get some money, and it was a really quick warm-up mission for us. Alright, now I think that's the last mission we can do on this planet, unless we want to get creative here. And I say that because the next mission requires you to take 2 mechs of 80 tons or more. The last mission we have on this planet. Unfortunately, I don't have anything of 80 tons or more. So can I... So this is minimum 80 tons. I mean, theoretically, I could still take 5 mechs if I don't worry about this minimum tonnage. Total... Lance must not be empty. Alright, let's play around with this. See if we could figure out if we could still launch this mission even though I'm not taking these 2 mechs here. Because the fact that it's requiring tonnage leads me to believe that this is a very nice mission, salvage-wise, potentially. Alright, let's take our... let's see. Alright. Now, if I throw pilots in here, is it going to let me run this mission? That's what I want to know. Yes, it is. Okay. So I can still run this mission. I'm just not going to have the 2 heaviest spots here filled. So I can still take 5 mechs. So we'll take our Dragonfire, our Thantanos, our Grasshopper. I'm taking the Thunderbolt purely based on tonnage, because it looks like we will need all the tonnage we can get on this mission. And then we'll take the Shadowhawk. I would like to take a Scout, but I think we need all the tonnage we can get because we can't take these 2 mechs, these 2 slots here. So let's see how this works. We're definitely low on tonnage here, so it'll be interesting to see what we're up against and see how we fare. But I think this could be an opportunity to get some good mech parts, which is why I want to proceed with this mission. We're just going to have to handle it very carefully because if we're basically under ton by 160 tons based on the instructions on the mission. So we'll see what happens here. Really appreciate the follow. Let's see if I can get an update on our follows. Sens FN has followed. Photo Jose Valquez has followed. Gamer Alan Vanquez has followed. Wonder if they're related. Gual Q99. Laser Chad has followed. AK Soldier has followed. And those are just in this stream. So we really appreciate all the follows today. We are slowly working our way to getting 3,000 follows. If I could get to 3,000 by the end of the year, that would be a very successful year for us. Alright. Okay, so we have local government Lance. and an allied local lance. In theory, they're the ones doing the work. In practice, assume the worst. Once the primary target is down, we'll need to get our friends to their own evac zone. Okay. Alright, so this is a straight up battle. Oh, interesting. So usually when we have a tag team mission, the local representatives are not very nice to us. But here they say, good to have you with us. Once the operation is complete, we'll move to the evac zone and wait for extraction while you cover us. Alright. Allied Lance has arrived in the AO and will be assisting us with our primary objective. Alright, so we're starting this battle. This is one of the fun battles I like to see. And it's very close to lore, okay? So we have our company, which is 5 mechs, which is an enhanced or a plussed up lance.
Ready, Commander.
We have allies who have lances of 4 and 4. So that's 13 mechs on our side. And there should be a similar number on the other side, if not more. So we're going to have a whole lot of mechs on this map, which is really cool. I love these battles. I think the largest amount of mechs I saw at any one time in a battle, I once saw 30, no, not 30, I wish. I think it was 26 mechs all at the same time. That was an amazing, fun battle. All right, we got some vehicles.
What do you need, Commander?
All right, so it's all about a battle where
On
we're
the way,
trying to
nice
get
and
the
slow.
enemy guns off the field as quickly as possible here. Plain and simple. I get the feeling it's going to be of value to us. There's probably... Alright, so we have destroy Capellan forces there. There's going to be some enemy reinforcements that show up. I just know there will be. So let's save our sniper artillery here, because that's really not going to help us right here. We want to save our sniper artillery for groups of mechs. Going after individual vehicles is a waste of a sniper round, quite frankly. Oh, another follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll update everybody on our follows after this mission.
Just scuffed my paint.
Alright, that just scuffed our paint, as Bloody Doves told us there. Incidentally, Bloody Doves is one of my pilots, but he's also a great streamer here on stream. So please check out his videos. He usually broadcasts in the evening, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7
Just scuffed my
p.m. Pacific time,
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
which would be 7 to 10 Eastern time. He's one of the developers of this mod,
Bad decisions
and he's extremely... Oh, we hit landmines. Great. Alright, that's not how we want to start this mission. Alright, let's hit this carrier here. Whenever you see anything, any vehicle that says carrier on it, that should immediately be one of your primary targets, because
fucking warm in here.
it means they have a lot of firepower and they have low armor.
I'm on the clock.
So
What do
it's a
you want?
good opportunity for you to... Alright, let's see. Hopefully there aren't any more mines
Alright,
here.
let's get down to it.
Alright, good. So anytime you see the word carrier next to an enemy vehicle,
Let's see if
that should become one of your primary targets. Alright, so far this is going way too easy, which tells me that we're going to have some enemy
who
drops
brings a
soon.
tank to a mech fight. Alright,
Because
get back.
destroying these vehicles is hardly worth the time of our mech company. Another follow, really appreciate that. Having some great follows today. I know everybody has a lot of choices on Twitch, and we really appreciate everybody who gives us a follow or a view, for that matter. You know, Twitch right now, is a very saturated marketplace, and I see a lot of streamers get frustrated because they're like, oh, you know, I'm only getting 9 people a stream or 2 or 3 people a stream. And you can't have success in Twitch by being focused on your numbers. You should be focused on playing games that you enjoy, building a community. Whoa, what weapon was that?
Now who's dumb for having all the armor?
It was a missile that launches in the air and then splits. I've got to figure out what weapon that is, because I have never seen that before. That is a... oh, great. More landmines. Alright, landmines are clearly going to be a problem in this mission. Right, let's see. Oh, it's an Arrow 4. It must be a submunition Arrow 4. I've never seen that before. Alright, let's take our shot here on this Arrow 4 carrier. Oh, we got a lucky hit in there. We shouldn't have hit from a percentage standpoint.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, we got to try to get out
On
of
the
this
way,
area
nice and
because
slow.
we're getting slammed with landmines. Ugh.
Yeah, it's getting pretty fucking warm in here.
Normally, I wouldn't spend a sniper artillery round on a vehicle, but this is a very nasty artillery tank. So let's actually do our Battle Lord here to increase our hit percent chances and our damage.
Looks like you got outmaneuvered.
All right,
Math
we
real
took
simple.
out that.
Mech
We
plus
took out that
tank
vehicle.
equals
Very
dead
good.
tank.
That was a good shot. You know, but what I was saying before is you can't. Oh, got a cataphracts. All right, that's some decent salvage. I think we're 2 mech parts away from getting a cataphracts. So, you know, I actually like cataphracts quite a bit.
What do you want?
They have a bad reputation because
All
of
right, let's get down to it.
their Franken-mech appearance. Oh, these mines are really frustrating me. You know, like the fact that we are constantly dealing with these mines is going to drive me nuts. All right, let's do a precision strike here on the cataphract. Go for one of his legs.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to find this
Trying to
out.
maximize salvage on this mech. Although I believe there's probably going to be multiple drops. That's going to make this cataphract not the best salvage, because the fact that you were required to take 80 ton mech with you leads me to believe that there's a lot more action coming into this mission. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little disappointed, because these mines are killing us.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right.
Alright, so one
let's
thing
get
you can...
down to
Oh,
it.
another mine. So one thing you can do with mines is you can try to move your mechs through the same area. And hopefully
Let's see if
basically walk in each mech's footsteps and reduce the chances that all of your mechs get damage. It's... you can also have a
Well, I needed salvage anyways.
mech with a electronic warfare suite detect the mines, and then you could try to navigate that way. But it's not a perfect system. All right, this is just becoming a turkey shoot. We've got so many mechs on our side. I think it's just a matter of time before something interesting happens here. Another mine. I mean, I'm just going to have to accept that basically every time we move, we're going to have a strike on a mine at this point. It's a little frustrating.
Copied that.
Alright, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. What I'd love to see is have you guys pop into the chat room, say hello, tell me how your day is going. If you have any questions about this game, if you have any questions about BattleTech lore, please feel free to jump into the chat room. Makes it a little bit more fun than if you just have to listen to me drone on about BattleTech strategy. Unless, of course, you're here to learn Battletech strategy, and then maybe... Alright, here we go. Here we go. Capellan Library, marking the destination. So we've got enemy reinforcements coming in. Alright, that's good. I wouldn't be surprised if this drop has a lot of heavy mechs in it.
Moving, Commander.
Okay. Alright, we actually moved without being hit by a mine. It's a miracle. Alright, let's hit the leg on this cataphract. Make it fall down. No, we didn't take out a leg, but we did some more damage to the legs.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright. Okay.
On the way, nice and slow.
Now here's something we could do, okay? So, follow my logic here. So we know... Oh, another landmine. Alright. So we know where the enemy is going to land. They're going to land right here. So one thing we could do with our sniper artillery is we could start peppering the heck out of that area and creating some fires which will damage the enemy mechs when they land. So we're going to
Taking
do
the
that.
shot, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to try to start some fires up there while we wait for the enemy to land. That will
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
give us an advantage against the enemy in the next
Alright,
battle.
let's get down to it.
Let's see. Alright, hopefully we can hit some legs on this cataphract and knock him down. We're definitely going to get knocked down, so I was hoping we could take out one of the legs there. But hey, we'll take it. Alright, here come some of our allies. I mean, this is just really a turkey shoot here. But I think when that next drop comes in, it's going to have some heavy mechs in it.
Boom. All primary targets have been destroyed.
Which is why I'm trying to start fires where they're going to land. All targets down, head for the evac. Alright, we know this next enemy force that drops in is probably going to be nasty, since we have to protect the, let's see, escort. Okay. So one must survive an evac. So in each of these friendly groups, at least one mech has to survive. Alright, so let's get up, set up to defend against what's probably going to be a heavy lance that drops in. Now we know where the allies are going to go, so we want to provide cover for them while they retreat. Fairly simple mission. We'll see what happens here.
I'm on the clock. What do you
So
want?
let's push up. I hate to push up here because every time we move into this area, we strike a landmine. Oh, alright, we didn't strike a landmine that time. Oh, they have a Corsair. They have a Merlin. Alright, so this is a pretty decent enemy, friendly force that we're trying to defend here. So the big thing is we don't want this new group of enemies that are dropping in to get a whole bunch of shots into the rear. Alright, that Capellan Leopard's arriving, Commander. More friends come to the party, I bet. Okay, so this lance, I'm assuming, engage at your discretion, but keep those friendlies alive. Okay. So this is the real salvage that's coming in. I think I may have seen a Mackie. So we might have some assault mechs that are coming to the party here. Thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. And thank you for that follow. We're having a great day for follows here on the channel. Really appreciate each and every follow. As I said before, each follow gives you an entry into our Funko Pop giveaway, which is once a month. That reminds me, our most recent winner, you know who you are. I'll be getting your Funko Pop in the mail by the end of the week. Normally it would already be out by now, but I'm in the process of moving right now, and that's taking up a huge amount of free time. In addition to that, I'm trying to work with the BTA team to see if I can help them with their wiki project. So that's going to take some additional time as well. But that's time well spent if we can grow this community. All right, let's do a precision strike. Oh, okay, we got a Wraith. So a Wraith, if you haven't seen a Wraith before, a Wraith is a really good scout mech. It's an amazing scout mech because it's incredibly fast. So if we could put together a Wraith, I would be thrilled. Now, we're not going to get a full Wraith out of this mission unless we get a headshot, which is almost impossible on a Wraith.
What do you need,
Because
Commander?
they are so fast. But we'll see what we can do.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright. So we've got a Thunderbolt, a Wraith, and a Crusader here. Again, nothing too crazy when it comes to firepower. I was thinking we would maybe see an assault out of this mission. Let's go ahead and keep the Inferno going
Taking the
in
shot,
on this
Commander.
group of mechs. Try and do some damage over time. Alright. Our allies should be retreating behind us, so that would be the smart way to go. And in the traditional Terran militaries, if you have one force that's defending and you have another force that's evacing, you would always move the evacing force behind the lines of the defending force. That's just common sense, but
I'm on the clock.
apparently that does not apply here. So what we're actually going to have to do is we're going to have to push up on these enemies so we can push our line of defense past this evac area where our allies are trying to retreat through. You know, this is a bad hit percentage on this Wraith, but we'll take the
Let's
shot.
see if
Why
I'm
not?
sober enough to line this up.
Alright, not surprised that
Sometimes
did not
failing is
hit, but
important. However, this will mostly be painful. I'm on the clock. What do you want?
again, we're gonna have to try to push our forces down as much as possible
High speed.
Yep.
because we want to get between these new targets and the targets that we are escorting. Again, bad hit percentage on this. We'll take a shot at the Crusader. Alright, good shot on that Crusader there.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
My concern here is that there's going to be an additional enemy drop ship that's going to come in. If I commit too much to going after the force that's on top of that hill, there might be a second force that drops, and I'll be out of position to defend our allies here. So that's my concern. Is there might be another enemy force that comes in. So we're going to have to
Ready, Commander.
think strategically about this. Like, how can we protect them,
Throttle up.
move towards the enemy force that we know about, but still have enough flexibility to turn if there's another force that drops?
What do you need, Commander?
Because I'm still not seeing why we were asked to bring the tonnage that we brought yet. I'm not seeing anything here. Alright, so for this round we don't have a target. Alright, so let's put some fire in here, because I think that's clearly where the enemy is moving. So let's
Taking the shot, Commander.
start some fire in this area, which will help us against those targets. With Sniper Inferno rounds, which is what I'm using here, the goal is not necessarily to hit where the enemy is. Sometimes you want to plan ahead and start fires where you think the enemy is going to be. Because we want to cause heat problems and damage over time. Makes these mechs easier to take out, and in some cases, if they keep shooting their weapons when they're overheating, they can have a weapon explosion, which makes it even easier to take them out.
What do you want?
Alright, so let's push up our Dragonfire. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, so I'm going to use the Dragonfire as kind of a gatekeeper for these mechs that we're supporting here, because I'm just very
On the
suspicious
clock. What do you want?
that we're going to have another enemy group drop.
Let's make some
cause
bad
us some trouble.
decisions at high speed.
I'm just suspicious. That's just the type of thing that BattleTech would do. You'll be like, alright, there's the enemy, let's charge up the hill. And then you'll have another enemy group drop and just destroy the units that we're trying to defend. Okay. Alright, our allies are not even shooting here. They're just going for their dropships, which actually is good for us. We want them to get out of here as quickly as possible. But again, they're literally crossing in between me and the enemy force. So that's not really helping me. So we're going to have to be pretty aggressive about pushing up with at least half of our mechs, just to keep engaging this force up here. But I think the scenario
What
is
do you
trying
need,
to
Commander?
get you to move out of position so you cannot provide escort services to
Time
our
to
main
pour on the speed.
force that we're protecting. That's just my theory. We'll see if that bears out. Usually I figure out what BattleTech is doing. So again, we're going to put some more fire in this area
Taking the shot, Commander.
based on the theory that we're setting up a zone that the enemy is going to have to walk through fire before they can engage us or the units that we're escorting. Hey, Skewed One, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. It's nice to have someone to talk to. We've got a fair amount of viewers, but I think some of our regulars in the chat room have been drawn off to watch Baradul, which is no problem. Baradul is a great
Let's make
streamer
some
as well. I
bad
watch him all the
decisions at
time.
high speed.
So we know everybody has lots of choices. How was work today? Or should I say last night?
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Hopefully you had a good day at work, all things considered.
Let's make some bad
And you're
decisions
eagerly
at
awaiting
high speed.
the arrival of your PlayStation 5 tomorrow, right? So that'll be a fun day for you.
Receiving you.
A Skewed One, I had a really cool development you might be interested in. So, I've had some conversations with Bloody Doves. For everybody in the chat room, that is the developer of this mod, on giving him some help on his wiki project. So I'm going to be spending some time off camera, giving them some material for their wiki, which they're in the process of setting up. So that'll be a fun project. A Skewed One says, not too horrid. It's been rough as we're short-staffed at the moment.
Ready, Commander.
Now, and it figures that I'm about to get a new console and HarmonX has to go and release a new game. What new game got released? And is that a game on the PC? Give me some more depth about what you're talking about there.
What do you need, Commander?
Fuser. Oh, I haven't heard of Fuser. Is that a PC game?
Time to pour on
Tell
the
me
speed.
about it. Is it a game that we would find interesting, possibly for our channel? Because I'm always looking for new games on our channel. As much as I love BattleTech, and BattleTech is always going to be a bread and butter of this channel, I do like to branch out to other games. Okay, so the Skewed One, tell me the basic premise of Fuser, because I haven't heard about this game. Alright, there goes one of our allies. Okay. That's fine. We should be okay. Alright. We're going to have to push up. We're going to have to go all in on defending this lance here. Oh, Fuser is a DJ simulator?
What do you want?
Huh. Okay. I never would have picked you to be a DJ,
High speed.
the Skewed One. We're learning new things about you every day. Been a huge fan of Harmonix since it was released frequency on PlayStation 2. Okay. So, tell me, I haven't played a DJ simulator before. Do they give you licensed material that you can
See
then
if I'm so
mix into your own songs? Because that would be cool. Or is it like generic stuff that you then mix into your own
I'm on
games?
the clock.
I mean,
What do you want?
if they have really cool stuff, like Rock Band had when it first came out, that would be fun. So, are you gonna? When does that game come out? Are you gonna start playing that tomorrow?
One attitude,
Hitting that Crusader hard. This Crusader is probably the best salvage out of what we have on the field right now. I do like Crusaders.
On my way.
As missile fire support mechs, you just can't tank with them, but they're very solid. Alright, let's see if we can take out one of the legs on this Crusader. There we go. Not only will that knock him down, but it will buy our units that we're escorting some time to get to their drop zone. Nice. Now, Skewed One, you mentioned that you're short-handed. Skewed One works at a testing lab, and we want to send out a thank you not only to all of our veterans today, but all those people that are on the front lines of COVID working in labs. So, thank you for your service, Skewed One.
Ready, Commander.
Huh. Alright, so that sounds like
Moving, Commander.
you're going to have some fun with that DJ simulator. Is that something you're going to play tomorrow?
Sending a message.
I could see this game becoming very popular on Twitch, actually.
Leak watch over.
I know a lot of channels are doing sing-alongs with that game songs, I think it is. So
What do you need, Commander?
a true DJ simulator probably will be pretty popular on Twitch. I may be playing it on my TV concurrently. Okay. Interesting. So are you saying you're playing it now, or you're going to play it tomorrow? Alright, let's hit this Wraith.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
Good hits on that Wraith there. Oh, okay. So are you playing the old version on your TV, or are you playing the brand new version that just got released? My guess would be that you're playing the old version right now just to get ready for the new version. Because I do that all the time when a
I'm on the clock.
a game is going to come out, I'll try to find a similar game that I have and do some prep. Just to make sure that I get my skills up and running. Let's do a precision strike here. The big thing for a Wraith is we want to take out one of its legs so it loses its evasion. So let's see.
Let's see if I'm smart enough to find this out.
Knockdown. Just came out yesterday, so there's only one version of Fuser. Yeah, I understand. But you could have played a similar game
I'm on the clock.
to
What do you
Fuser
want?
to just prepare for the release. I guess that's what I was
Let's get
trying to
down
say.
to it.
So, are you playing it on your PlayStation 4 while you wait for our wait for your PlayStation 5? Is that what you're doing?
I'm at it.
Or are you playing it on the PC? Ah, okay, you're playing it on your PlayStation 4. Now, is it transferable to the PlayStation 5
Salvage anyway.
when that comes out? So you don't have to buy the thing twice. That would be really frustrating.
Copy that.
All right. So, what I want to know is Skewed One. I've had a wedding that's been postponed twice now due to COVID. So, when I reschedule my wedding, I don't need to bother hiring a DJ. I just need to buy you a ticket, and you can handle all the entertainment for my wedding. That's good to know. We'll get a ticket set up for you once we set a new date for the wedding. And the Skewed One can be our DJ.
Ready, Commander.
That would actually be really fun if you actually had somebody play a video game as the DJ for your wedding. If you're a gamer, that would really be funny. That would be a lot of fun, actually.
Sending a message. Dealt a heavy hit there.
Okay, worst case, it'll be should be backwards compatible on the PlayStation 5. Okay, well that's good to know. So,
What do you need,
the Skewed
Commander?
One, are you gonna keep your PlayStation 4, or are you gonna try to dump it
On the way,
on the
nice and
secondary
slow.
market and try to get some money for it? Because I think that's one of the challenges with right now is there's going to be a ton of PlayStation 4s that get dumped into the market.
That target's having a real bad
All right,
day.
so Skewed One, I'm gonna book you right now for my wedding. We'll give you a flight and all expenses paid out here in California. All you have to do is DJ at my wedding. I think that will be a win-win for everybody. But I do think it would be cool to actually have someone literally take a PlayStation and be a DJ at a party. Because just thinking ahead, you could put it on like a big screen so anybody that's a gamer can kind of watch what you're doing. I think that would just be fun. That would be a fun thing to do for a wedding. Probably would not go for that idea. Alright, there goes the Wraith. Oh, we got 4 salvageable parts of the Wraith.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
So I think we just have a Thunderbolt left, which makes me wonder if there isn't another shoe that's going to drop here.
I'm at it.
Keep working on this Thunderbolt. Honestly, I'm more excited about this Fuser. I'm going to have to do some research after this and just see what this Fuser game is all about. Not normally a game I would play, but I know karaoke streams are very popular right now. And I know DJ streams are actually pretty popular, so it wouldn't surprise me on Twitch if we don't see a couple streamers use this game for like a DJ stream. You still have an original PlayStation somewhere in the closet. Well, put that away, my friend, because
Commander.
you know, I remember I had one of the original Apple computers, and you know, about 20 years, maybe 30 years ago, when my family was moving and we had upgraded from the Apple to, I think, an Apple IIc or something like that. My parents actually threw away the original Apple One computer which we had, and those go for, I think, about $25,000 now. So put that PlayStation away, and you can
What
sell
do you
it
need,
later.
Commander?
You know, it's kind of, it's definitely
Time to
something
pour on the
in the
speed.
collectible space that you want to be smart about. So, for example, I'm really into the Mandalorian series, and they have some really great collectibles. So they had some
Heat be damned, I'm
collectibles that are
firing
selling at Costco of all places. They're selling them for $20. So sure enough, I bought all of them that I could get my hands on. And now, if I look in the third-party market, because Costco doesn't have those anymore, they're easily running at $65 per collectible. Wow, Skewed One is going to really go all in on being a DJ. That I would pay good money to see that, Skewed One. I would watch a stream.
Bad decisions at high speed.
I'm actually surprised, Skewed One, that you're not streaming, are you? I think you definitely should consider doing it. I would definitely tune in to watch you do some DJ work. That's for sure. Especially since you'd probably be doing it during the day, and that would make my workday a little more pleasant if I had something to
All
watch.
right, let's get down to it.
That would be cool. All right, let's finish off this Thunderbolt. Really don't. I'm probably not going to prioritize any Thunderbolt salvage here, so let's just get this guy off the field quickly.
Well, I haven't needed salvage
The good news is we're going to get some good mech parts here without taking any damage. Knock on wood. So that is going to be a big plus here. Alright, let's keep hitting this Thunderbolt. Skewed One has a wide range of music that he likes to listen to. That's good to know. Interesting.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
You know, Skewed One, I think you have the look to be a DJ. I think you have a unique style to yourself that I think would be appealing. Oh, you streamed a little while you were on furlough. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So look for the Skewed One to be doing some Fuser streams pretty soon. I think that would be.
What do you need, Commander?
That would be a lot of fun. I think we can get.
On the
I
way,
think we
nice
can
and slow.
all get behind that. All right, let's do a direct shot here. We'll do precision strike. Go for the head. Let's actually go with a shape charge here. Let's see if we can finish off
Heat be
this.
damned, I'm firing everything. That
There we go. He ejected 2 salvageable parts. Now, is this the end of the mission? It is. All right.
Mission successful.
That mission didn't quite end up being what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot more dangerous because they were requiring you to take 2 80-ton mechs, but I don't think that was necessary at all. You're going to ditch the face cam when you go live again. Well, I mean, the challenge there is the face cam, streams with face cams are 90%, or not 90, but they're like 50% more successful. I don't know why. but I think your audience just relates to you better if they can see you. Alright, so I don't think we have any damage or any injuries. I was so distracted by the DJ conversation. Alright, okay. We're going to get some good salvage here. So, I want the Wraith salvage as much as I can get, because the Wraith is actually an amazing scout mech. It's really great. It's a medium. It's extremely fast. So I'm going to take all those Wraith parts. After that, let's see. I can add a Cataphract. So we'll take a Cataphract part. And we'll take a Crusader part. This is going to be a nice haul. Alright, Cataphract, Cataphract, Cataphract. Crusader, Crusader. Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt. Wraith, 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 Wraith. And Arrow 4. Angel ECM. This is a really nice haul. Ballistics plus accuracy. Wow. We really hit the mother load on that mission. Oh, you don't have a webcam. Skewed One, after my move, I probably have at least 5 or 6 webcams floating around. I would be happy to send you one of my extra webcams. If sending you a webcam is what I need to see you doing your DJ stuff, I will gladly send you a webcam. So let me know if that would be of value to you. I mean, the beauty of it is webcams are so cheap, so inexpensive to get really high quality webcams. So definitely I would be glad to send you one of my extra webcams, and also give you any input you need on how to set up a good setup for a stream. I'd be happy to do that for you. So let's see if we can't make that happen, shall we? Alright, so we should be able to put together a Cataphract. We should. Where is it? There it is. Cataphract 1X. Medium to closer range with good armor and weaponry. Alright. The 1X is actually a pretty solid brawler.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright, let's see what we can do with this Cataphract. That's 70 tons. I mean, it's definitely going to be useful. Alright, so let's have some fun with this Cataphract. See what we can do. Now, if we're going to set it up as a brawler, we do not want to put a extra light engine in, but we can put a light engine in. That'll give us some tonnage. I'm not going to do the AC-10. Ugh. AC-10, we can do better than that. Alright. Do we have... We only have one double heatsink kit. I'm not going to put that into a 70-tonner. Alright. And I don't think we necessarily need it for this build. Alright, let's see what weapons we can do to crank up the firepower here. I'm also always a fan of a Gauss. Let's see. Yeah, we could do a Gauss rifle here. We could do a Gauss rifle. And we need ammo for the Gauss. So let's do that. 1, 2. I've got to say, a Skewed One, I will put a Gauss rifle in just about anything. I just think Gauss rifles are one of the best weapons that they have here in Battletech, for sure. You know what, let's put a... Do we have a better PPC? No, we don't. I think we're kind of maxed out on what we can do here. Considering the fact that this is going to be a backup mech. Oh, you have to drag yourself into. Are you talking about just, you know, accepting being on camera and getting yourself a webcam? You know, because I can understand that.
On it.
All right, so we're going to have a
Yeah, you know,
cataphract
that's done.
available. Now, I think we have to travel. Oh, you have a bad idea of dropping things if I don't at least think it's my idea. I understand. None of us like to be pressured into anything, and I don't want you to feel pressured at all. We're just trying to be supportive of you and all of our community in doing what they want to do. So, all right. So, I think we can go up to 3.5 skulls here. I think we're getting to the point where we can consistently handle 3.5 skull planets. So let's see what we have available. All right, 3.5 skull. We can go to McKenna. I'm trying to head up this way. All right. Yeah, let's go to McKenna here. 18 days.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Engines prime. All hands prepare for transition to cluster rally.
All right.
All hands, make ready for docking maneuvers.
Let's
That work order you submitted is complete.
okay. One thing I want to do. So we've finished our cataphract. So what I want to do actually is I want to see if we can do something here. So bear with me. So we're going to actually take our sniper Shadowhawk and we're going to put it in storage. Because what I want to do is take my Heliopis and put that sniper weapon onto the Heliopis. So this is going to be an interesting build. So we're going to have to strip off our medium lasers, which we hardly ever use on this thing anyways. We're going to take off our Thumper artillery. We'll keep our Thumper shape charge like so. We'll take off some of our Thumper ammo. And then we're actually going to take the sniper, put it on here. All right, we got 2 tons left. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our ammo, our sniper ammo. Okay, so we're going to take Inferno. I really want to... Alright, so we'll take 2 tons of Inferno ammo. And what I'm trying to do is to have all of my artillery needs taken care of with one mech instead of 2. So we're going to have the sniper who can do Inferno, and then we'll have the Thumper that can do Thumper artillery, including shape charges. I wish I could find another ton here. I could take out the case. Alright, I can take out the case. And then I could put in a sniper shape charge. And then I'm going to sacrifice a half a ton of armor. Alright, so this gives me a sniper artillery and a Thumper artillery all in one mech. I think this is going to be an interesting build here. So it's going to be a lot more powerful than it looks like right here. So let's go ahead and make those changes.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
It's going to be an interesting build. We'll see how it looks like when it's finished. Alright, let's put our cataphract up where it should be as far as its tonnage so we don't forget about it. And I also added in a Crab HD. I should probably show that on camera next. The Crab HD is a very fun crab because it has insane armor for its size, which really makes it a great brawler and scout. So we're probably going to put that into the next mission just to show you what I'm talking about. We've kind of progressed a little bit past the use of a crab from a tonnage standpoint, but that crab is a little unique. So we can play around with that next opportunity. Basically, that crab can take a ton of damage and be a very solid scout and
I have a
brawler.
new financial report for you, Commander.
It doesn't have a ton of weapons on it, but it can be a very effective scout if you use it correctly. Alright, let's pay our bills. Always a painful experience.
Job's done.
That's one thing that's just like Battletech in the real world is the pain of actually paying your bills. It's equally painful.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Alright, we completed our Argo upgrade. Alright, what do we want to work on next? So we can build the Gamma Pod. I don't know. Let's do the Machine Shop.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Yeah. Alright.
We've entered orbit, Commander. Waypoint reached, Commander.
Alright, here we are. We are at McKenna. Let's go into the hiring hall. I always like to check out the hiring hall. See if there's anybody too good to pass up. Fortress is actually pretty good. I wouldn't mind adding Fortress. I don't know. I don't know if we need Fortress, though. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're definitely stepping up in tonnage here. So we have a battle. This is an urban planet. Okay, so we have a polar, which is a recovery, urban, tundra, polar, raiding party in the polar. Let's do this raiding party mission. Okay. Right, so we gotta move our mechs back over. Text Thanos. We're going to take our Heliopis now that it has Alright, so let's put Harmony in our Heliopis here. Alright. So I want to take this crab just to kind of show you what I'm talking about with this crab. Alright, so we're going to take one of our younger pilots that we need to level up. Repo would be good in the crab. Alright. Okay. Alright, what else do we want to take for this mission? We could take the Cataphract just to... Nah, let's do the Owens and the Firestarter. Alright, we'll put Flatline in the Omni, Firestarter, and we'll put our Sensor Locker in the Owens. Alright, this is going to be an interesting lance, but it should be fine for this mission. What I really want to do is try out this new Heliopis now that we added the sniper to it. Because I really liked having the sniper artillery, especially with the Inferno rounds. But that Shadowhawk that we were carrying it around in really is getting to the point where it's not the best tonnage for an artillery piece. And the reason is because you take a Shadowhawk into a environment where you're going to have assaults, and it can easily get wrecked with one Alpha Strike. So even though our artillery mechs are going to be in the back to try to avoid damage, we definitely want to increase the durability just a little bit. Alright, this is a 3-skull mission.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, enemy dropship is somewhere in this area. Okay, they're over in the factory complex.
Great. I get to choose between hellfire or a frozen death.
Alright, let's see. Alright, let's divide our force here. So I'm going to send the Dragonfire to more of a sniper perch because it really fits its weapon loadout. The Heliopis we will also move
On the way, nice and slow.
Our crab we're going to push out. Again, this crab really might be a little outtunned for what we're doing. Actually, for a 3-skull mission, it will be fine. But I really want to show you the HD crab before we have to retire it, because it's not going to be very viable. Because the HD crab is actually a very solid mech for what it does. It's ideally suited for a specific role, so I'm going to try to show you that role for that mech. In the meantime, we'll move our artillery
On the way, nice and slow.
up to the high ground. We're sending our lighter forces in a flanking formation just to see what's out here. Alright, so we got a Stinger. That's not very exciting. Come on. You gotta give me something more interesting than a Stinger. Come on. That's probably the scout element of that lance. So let's see if we can figure out what there is. So there's a 40-tonner, a 65-tonner, which is almost certainly a Thunderbolt.
Standing by.
Alright, we're just going to see what we got here. Alright, so let's push up to this 40-tonner. Oh, okay. We got some enemies up there. Interesting. Okay. So we've got a Charger. Okay, this is actually some decent salvage. We're gonna go ahead and hit the Cicada in the
Got the drop on you, pal. Not sorry.
rear torso, just because we can. Alright, there's that, probably the Thunderbolt. Yeah, that has the profile of a Thunderbolt.
Damage.
Oh, you survived the dog walking. Very nice.
Ready for orders.
I did put together something I want you to look at, Skewed One. So we'll just take some shots at that. Alright.
Commander?
Alright, so I have my HD Crab here. Again, the HD Crab is actually a little under ton for what we're doing in this playthrough, but I just want to show you how effective it can be as a scout, given the fact that it has really strong armor. Hopefully I'll get a chance to show you that. But the HD Crab, if you're building up a lance and you're working into the medium range, an HD Crab can be
I'm on the clock.
awesome.
What do you want?
Alright, so let's push up the Dragonfire to get into sniper position.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Alright, Skewed One, this is what I wanted to show you.
On the
So,
clock. What do you want?
actually, first let's move our Thantanos. Alright, what do we have a rear shot on? We have a rear shot on the Cicada. A rear shot on the Charger 50-50 chance of hitting. That's probably not the best choice. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just take some shots at the Stinger.
One attitude adjustment.
Alright, there goes the Stinger. That was pretty easy.
I'm legally obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
Alright, so Skewed One, what
What do
I
you
wanted
need,
to show
Commander?
you is I took the dual thump. I had dual thumpers on this Heliopus, but I stripped it down to its bolts, and I was able to put a Stinger, or a Sniper and a Thumper onto this Heliopus. So let's see what we can do with it. All right, so probably our best use of this would be, let's do a Battlelord here. And we're going to target this Thunderbolt because it's an energy build, so we want to take away some of its weapons. So we're going to be able to shoot both an Inferno and a Thumper at this Thunderbolt. Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I
Nice.
love the Alpha Strike button.
Alright, so what I did, my goal for this Skewed One was to put all of my artillery needs onto one mech. So I didn't have to keep bringing the Shadowhawk with the sniper piece into battle when it's kind of undertunned. So what are your thoughts on that build with the sniper rifle, sniper artillery, and the Thumper all on one mech? I had to strip out all of the support weapons, but I think it could be an interesting toy to play with. Alright, let's get a tag and some shots into the back of this Charger. Nice hits there. That's a perfect example of how a light mech, if used properly, can do serious damage to an assault mech. As you saw, that Owens doesn't have a lot of firepower, but that Charger is getting significant damage by getting shot in the rear. All right, let's actually push up our fire starter because it's the perfect mech. So it's a long range though, unless something really goes belly up. It's something I would also do. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you keep that Heliopolis away from the front lines, I think it's a pretty good build, because you're getting two types of artillery onto one artillery platform, so you can use it in a wide range of ways. Now, the big problem is if you get ambushed and you're not able to keep your Heliopus away from the fray, then that could be a problem. Right, so here is our Crab HD. And again, if you have an opportunity to add this on early on in the game, this is a great mech because it has great durability, incredible durability, and it can be a really good missile laser spammer. Hopefully it'll take some shots so I can really show you how strong the armor is on the HD. You can also strip, once you're done with the HD, you can take its HD armor and put it onto another mech, which is probably what we'll be doing. Now the HD armor is heavy, but you could set up a really nice brawler with that HD armor. Right, so let's go for the leg here on the Thunderbolts. Right, there goes the leg.
Well,
And we could probably actually let our Firestarter Omni just finish off that Thunderbolt now. Alright. So we got the Cicada. Not much of a threat here. We'll probably just get rid of the Cicada next just to get rid of it.
know who's dumb for having all the armor.
Alright, so...
What do you need, Commander?
Alright, let's play with our artillery piece now.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, so again, since we have the sniper and the thumper in one piece of equipment, we can have a lot of fun with this. Alright, not the best hit percent chance here, but let's give it a go.
Ooh, is it time to press the Alpha Strike button? I love the Alpha Strike button.
So with the sniper artillery, as you can see, if it's Inferno, you don't have to get right on target to still cause some significant problems for your target. Alright, let's push up the Thantanos.
One attitude adjustment.
There we go, engine destroyed.
I'm legally obligated to inform
Just get
you
rid of
on
that
paper,
cicada,
kid.
just because we can. Alright, here comes that charger. I love the charger, the fact that the charger looks like it has a little gun in its hand. I just find that hilarious. Alright, let's keep hitting the charger in the back with our Owens. Not a lot of hits there, but we did tag it again.
Receiving you.
Alright, fire starter. Let's just go ahead and finish off this. I could do a death from above, but Askew 1, do you like to do death from above? I hardly ever do it because I don't like to take the guaranteed damage on my mechs. I'm a cheap mech commander. I like to avoid costs in the mech bay at all costs. So I hardly ever use death from above. I probably used it a couple times in vanilla, and then I don't think I've used it since. It's kind of like the charge option where you can do damage to the enemy, but it does almost as much damage to you. It's like, why would I ever use that
Standing by.
option? Because it guarantees that my mechs are going to take damage. All right, let's use our Crab HD. All right. Oh, so you have used death from above quite a bit. It's just something I've never really saw the positive in. I'm sure there is a positive to it. I just
Engaging target.
have tried to avoid death from above, just on principle.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. I had it so that I was doing about 50% extra damage to the target and taking 80% less damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there are components that you can add to your mech to make death from above a viable option. I've just found that those components are either very expensive or they take away from a lot of your tonnage. Especially since you almost always get structural damage if you do a death from above.
All right.
And I hate structural damage. Again, I love going back after a mission and telling Yang that he doesn't have any life. So that's one of the reasons I avoid death from
Well,
above.
who needed salvage?
Because it
anyway?
seems like you always get structural damage.
What do you need,
Almost
Commander?
always. Right, let's play with our new toy.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, let's hit this charger again. Not the best hit percent chance,
Be
but then
damned, I'm
again...
firing everything.
Oh, we did
That
hit.
target's
We
having a
hit
real
with the,
bad day.
with the Thumper charge and with the Inferno charge. Nice hits there. I'm really liking this artillery build. Obviously, the downside is
something you want done?
since he doesn't have any lasers, he can't really defend himself except for melee, and once he's out of ammo, he's not going to be helping you very much. But I think it's a really good build for a 75 ton artillery. So I think it works.
Fresh real estate available.
Okay, so let's do a. Let's just finish off this Thunderbolt.
Fire. All wet.
I mean, most mechs I don't like to have jump jets on, but I love having jump jets on Firestarter Omnis. They are so good at backstabbing.
Commander?
That really Firestarter Omnis are. I would argue that I would probably take a Firestarter Omni on a mission before I took, say, maybe a Thunderbolt. Just because they're so effective at flanking and doing shots just like we did there. Alright, so let's use our HD Crab here.
Acknowledge.
Again, it's really good missile laser spam if you build it correctly. And it takes really a lot of damage without suffering any serious structural damage.
Let's get down to it.
I do like the HD Crab. I wish we would have gotten it a little earlier because it doesn't really fit our tonnage profile anymore, but I do enjoy that mech quite a bit. Alright, thank you for the follow there. I'll give everybody an update on our follows after this mission. Yep, Hardened Crab is a really nice 50-ton mech. Because you can actually use it as a brawler. You can use it as a scout if you don't mind that your scout isn't particularly fast. For example, my HD Crab, I put a tag on it and a whole bunch of medium lasers, and I maxed out the armor. So it's really good for laser spam and for getting target loss, because it can take a lot more damage than, say, an Owens or a Firestarter.
What do you need, Commander?
Alright. Can we finish this off with our new toy? Let's see. Alright, so we're actually going to switch to Shape Charge. Shape Charge. We're going for the mother load here. Can we finish this charger off? Let's see.
Heat be damned, I'm firing everything.
There we go.
That's one more bad guy.
Lethal damage. 4 salvageable parts. Very nice. Nice headshot with artillery there.
Mission successful.
It's important to note that artillery, if you use indirect fire, has a very high chance of getting headshots because of its firing arc. So, as you saw there, that artillery piece, even though it only did 75 damage, with a hit to the head, it can be a instant kill. Almost every time. Alright. We did not suffer any damage at all. I think we just had some armor scraped off. Let's see, that dragon does not have enough cooling. Yeah, that's something we should probably look at. I agree. Alright, so we've got 4 charger parts, so we'll take 3 charger parts, and hopefully we get the 4th. Let's see. Alright, so we got charger, 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 charger. Yep, the dragon does not have enough cooling. I agree. Alright, so we got 4 charger parts, so we've got really nice. It's nice to have a couple of 400 cores in the Argo just in case we lose a core. Alright, SQ1, everybody, we're not going to do any more missions now because we don't have quite enough time for another mission, unfortunately. So we can take a look at that dragon in the mech bay, Skewed One, and see if we can put our... And Santa Claus. Oh, Santa Claus, thanks for joining us. I missed you coming in. So let's take a look at that Dragonfire. I really enjoy the Dragonfire. Alright, so let's see what we could do. Alright, so... what can we do here? We can put in E-Cooling Plus. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to do that. Let's see. So can we do e-cooling +1? No, now we're overweight. All right, Santa Claus, any ideas on what you think we can do here? I could step down this ER large laser. And put an ER medium laser? I could do that. Maybe take down this ER large laser and put in a ER medium laser, like so. What if we do e-cooling +2? Alright, so we could do that. That would really improve our cooling efficiency. A little bit of reduction in our firepower. But it might not be so bad. Now we have additional tonnage available, so what can we do that has one slot? We could do a ballistic computer. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that quite a bit, actually. That's going to give us +2 accuracy on our ballistics. Take out an ER large for medium. So I did that. We added the ballistics computer, which I think will definitely give us a hand. And we can add in a comm suite. I've been meaning to do that. Oh no, I can't do that and do the ballistic computer. Alright, one or the other. Alright, Santa Claus, what do you think? Do you think this is an improvement? I like this build. I really do. We've increased our cooling significantly. And we still have that ER large laser clan, plus the two medium lasers. Does the case do anything since it's not in the same location as your rack ammo? It still does, because it still protects this area here. And I don't know what we can do. I mean, we could free up half a ton. Can you alpha lots more and unused weapon space is a waste of weight. So I could take off the case here. I could take off the case, and I could put, for example, we could make this a harder target. And what I mean by that is if I take a Guardian ECM or an Angel ECM, Angel's too heavy. What I could do is I could just put in an additional medium laser. Like so. No, I don't know if that's worth it. I think we're gonna keep the case in. Alright, that was a really good suggestion, Santa Claus. I really like the improvement that we just put into that build. We're not going to have our Dragonfire for 3 days, but I think you're right. We'll get a lot more firepower over the course of a mission with this loadout. So I appreciate the feedback. And on that note, we're actually going to end the stream for today. We highlighted our brand new building loadout for the Heliopis that includes both a sniper and a thumper. I really like this build quite a bit. And we upgraded our Dragonfire thanks to some feedback from Santa Claus 2. I thought it only mitigated explosions if... No, case actually does not have to be in the same location as the ammo. So, theoretically, case gives you an additional barrier between the mech's core and the explosions or damage. So, unless I'm completely mistaken, case still gives you a benefit if it's in the torso, even if the ammo is not there. That's a good question. I'll ask Bloody Doves, who's the developer for this mod, and I'm sure he'll have an answer for me. On that note, we will see you again same time tomorrow, which is 9 a.m.